Hello, lords and ladies of the realm. MrAshleeD here, and welcome back to another Katawa Shoujo. And this is part 2, and last time we just arrived at Yakamo, or was it Yamako? Something of that. The K and the M may be in the right or wrong order, who knows. But we arrived. We just learned that our character Haiso has heart arrhythmia, which has caused him to have to change his life and go into a school for the disabled in order to continue with his education. But right now, let us continue. The gate looked far too pompous for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, wow. Good start to the reading. Red bricks, black wrought iron and grey plaster, assembled into a whole that didn't feel welcoming at all. I wonder if it looked like what a gate for a school should look like, but couldn't really decide. Probably no. Of course, I didn't want to get stuck on thinking about the gate for too long, so I entered through it with a brisk pace that felt surprisingly good. Moving forward feels good. So I walked towards the main building of Yamako. I was right the first time. Or was I? I don't even know. Academy with this brisk pace. I'm alone, as my parents are taking my stuff to the dorms, and there's supposed to be someone waiting for me. The grounds are incredibly lush, filled with green. Seems nice. I'd like to go to a nice school like that. My school's mostly just concrete and like death everywhere. It doesn't feel like the kind of grounds a school would have. More like a park, with a clean walkway going past trees and the smell of fresh cut grass and all other park-like things. Words like clean and hygienic pop into mind, make me shudder. I shake them off. Stay open-minded now. It's your new life. You have to take it as it comes. That's what I tell myself. A few big buildings loom behind the leafy canopies, too big and too many for just a school. Everything seems off. It's different from what I thought I knew about schools. It's an uncanny valley, even though I was told this is my new school. In the back of my head, it doesn't feel like one. I wonder if the feeling is real or caused by my expectations of a school for the disabled. Speaking of that, I don't see anyone else here. It's kind of eerie. What's eerie about it? Maybe it's class time. Probably is. It makes me wish there was somebody here so I could anchor myself to something tangible. Instead of having this feeling, I stepped into another dimension. The trees hum with the wind, and the green hues flashing around me catch my attention. It makes me think about hospitals again. How they say that the operating rooms are painted green because green is a calming colour. So why am I feeling so anxious despite all this greenery? Blah, blah. Only after I stand in front of the haughty main building, I surprise myself in realising why the gate bothered me. It was the last chance I had to turn back, even if I had no life I could return to. But still, after entering, there was absolutely no way I could go back anymore. Feeling nervous, with this realisation set in my head, I open the front door. A man with bad posture notices me as I enter. We're the only people in the lobby, so it's only logical. You must be Niki? Nakai, I think. Japanese names! So you are, excellent. I'm your homeroom and science teacher. My name is Muto. Welcome. We exchange a handshake that is neither firm nor sloppy, and he looks at his watch. The head nurse asks you for a brief check-in visit, but there's no time for that now. Oh, should I go later? Yes, afternoon is probably fine. Would you get going and introduce yourself to the rest of the class? They're waiting already. Waiting for me? I don't really like being the centre of attention, but I guess it's inevitable in a situation like this. Somehow, not knowing what is waiting for me makes me feel really nervous. Thinking of this, I almost miss what the teacher is saying. Do you want to introduce yourself? Well, I know what happens for both. As you can see, it's a tick on both of them because I've done them both before. I want to go down a certain route. I've been on all routes because there's 5 girls, 5 routes you can go down, depending on what girl you want to go to. I'm going to take you down my favourite route. So, to do that, I know the route to take. So, yeah! So, normally I would have said, yeah, cool, of course. Come on, man. But for the route I want to take, it's my favourite route, and I really want to show it to you guys. I'm going with, why? Why? Do I have to? God. Of course not. That's why I asked. Right. Let's go then. My heart is pounding in my chest, and it keeps me thinking about my condition as I follow the teacher up the stairs. The third door down the third floor corridor is marked as a classroom for us. 3-3. Muda opens the door and enters. So this is the first time you're gonna see basically all the main characters in the game, which is quite cool. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm late again. I hesitate for a split second at the door, freezing on the spot. Get a grip. This is a big step, I know that. But there isn't any point to worrying. What the hell? But there isn't any point to worrying so much about it. At least not this soon. Reading for this long. Right, through this, I'll tell you which characters you can get to know. Girl 1 from the right at the back, holding her hand up. That's Hanako. You'll get to know her, especially on the route I'm taking. You'll definitely get to know her. The girl at the front left corner, you can get to know her depending on the route you go. Oh crap, I forgot to read. It's pretty spacious, the ceiling's unusually high and there's a lot of space left over around in between the desks. An entire wall is taken up by blackboards and the high old-fashioned windows only make it seem larger. The students' desks are just standard wooden desks with a shelf underneath for books and wooden chairs with metal frames. Simple and efficient. I stop walking in front of the classroom and face the other students. They all look normal, like the students in any other school. But then, why would they be here? They're probably like me and have something wrong with them, when it's not immediately obvious. Then I notice one of the girls seems to be missing the thumb of her right hand. It's a little jarring. Despite the natural tendency to listen when someone's talking about you, I tune out to the teacher's speech halfway through while he introduces me to the class. Alright, you'll also see a girl with pink hair and a girl with glasses next to her. They are two main characters you'll meet. Which is very nice. And they'll be consistent with the entire thing. You'll sit next to her. To the girl with the pink hair. I notice a flash of dark hair and see someone's looking at me. A girl with really long straight hair that is pretty eye-catching. As she sees me looking back to her, she covers her face with her hands, as if it would make her invisible. There's one boy with a cane leaning against the lockers at the rear of the class. It's weird seeing someone so young with a cane. Another girl seems to be making some weird hand motions. Sign language? She peers at me over the rims of her glasses, then goes back to whatever she's doing. She's kind of cute. So is the cheery looking girl with pink hair sitting next to her. She's really hard to miss. I don't know how I didn't notice her the moment I walked in. Please welcome our newest classmate. He claps his hand and so does everyone else, except for one girl in the first row who has only one hand. I cringe a little, but hide it by bowing and thanks for this applause I did not deserve. After the applause, there's a brief silence and nobody seems to want to be responsible for breaking. The teacher soon realizes that he should probably say something. He opens up with some unintelligible noise, shuts up as he loses his momentum, and then starts introducing me. Nobody seems to be too interested. Maybe I should have said yes to that self-introduction thing. Probably realizing he doesn't know anything about me, he just ends up saying my name wrong again, and asks me to write down the blackboard. I do that, and turn back to face class, feeling awkward. I listen to the teacher as he drones about getting along while letting my gaze sweep across the classroom. Everyone seems to be listening to him intently, and when he's done, they clap their hands again, which feels like a weird thing to do. The first row girl claps on this round, with her one hand against her other wrist that ends in a bandaged stump. It makes me feel a little bad. We're going to be doing some group work today, so that'll give you a chance to talk with everyone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, it's fine with me. That's good. You can work with I haven't actually tried to pronounce these out loud until now. Hakamichi, why not? Why not? Pfft. Hakamichi, of course. She's a class representative. She can explain anything you might want to know, and who else would be able to do that better, right? How could I know? The teacher passes out the day's assignments and announces that we'll be working in groups of 3. It hits me that I don't know who Hakamichi is. Slow. The teacher seems to catch my helpless expression. Alright, Hakamichi is right there. Shizune Hakamichi. As he calls out his name, the cute bubbly looking girl with bright pink hair and gold eyes waves her hand at me. I take a seat next to her by the window. Hey, guess you're Hakamichi, right? It's nice to meet you. Haha, why not? Oh, I hate it. She laughs all the time and I hate laughing. What? I'm caught off guard with it by her laughter. It's nice to meet you too, but I'm not Hakamichi. I'm Misha. This is Hakamichi. Susan. Giggling, Misha points to the girl next to her, the one I saw using sign language before. Oh, 1 sec. You can go back, but I just forget how. Just says something about something. She has short yet carefully neated brushed hair, a pair of oval-shaped glasses balanced on the tip of a dainty nose, and dark blue eyes that seem to alternate every few seconds between analytical and slightly bored. It's nice to meet you. Yeah. She immediately looks at Misha, who smiles and makes a few quick gestures with her hands. Akamichi nods and makes a few gestures of her own. I started to wonder if the teacher was messing with me, saying things like, "You'll be able to talk to people, and who better to explain things to you?" That teacher is a little bit of a dick sometimes, but he's amazing. By the way, if you're a Doctor Who fan, he looks like David Tennant. Yeah, just look at him. Looks like David Tennant. It's amazing. Oh, anyway, I can see you're a little confused, right? Right? But I understand why you would be. Or why you would think I was Shisan? Yeah. She's deaf, so I'm the person who translates things back and forth for her. I'm like an interpreter. She says it's nice to meet you too. Ellipses. You're the new student, aren't you? Well, Shisan, of course he is. If he wasn't, he wouldn't have been standing up there for no reason, right? Misha looks at me with a weird expression, then continues. We don't know much about him, but maybe we'll find out later. Maybe I should have introduced myself after all. Anything would have given a better first impression than the teacher drawing and fumbling with my name. We knew there was going to be a new student, but we didn't know you'd be here today so soon, Hishan. Hishan? Right? Hishan. Yep, it fits, don't it? Did I say it out loud? Just surprised. I've never liked that nickname. I don't really see how. It fits. You look just like I imagined. Yeah, you look just like a Hishan. I wonder why everyone seems to think so. Ellipses. Akamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly, their hands a blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. She then wants you to know that she's the class rep, so if there's anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Ellipses. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little. You haven't had time to walk around and familiarise yourself with it. Misha stumbles with a hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks. That would be pretty helpful, yeah. I just came straight to the class today. Ellipses. That's what they are. 3 dots. LOLs! That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you get there. Not just to school either. Always, even if it's a trip to a convenience store. Really, Shizan? Shishan. This is going to get confusing because I'm reading multiple characters while one character is reading 2 characters. Yeah! This is going to be so fun to read and understand. Learn about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I didn't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it. Half-assedly, but anyway. I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over my seat. Both of them are smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you okay? Ellipses. Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed the test. LOLs. Alright. Ellipses. Another thing. You don't have to call Shisan something so formal like Hakamichi or class rep, just all the time. Just call her Shisan. I think that was a bit please, no. Okay, maybe that's too clever. Maybe Shizune would be more appropriate. That's like I can actually pronounce that as well. I think Shizune? Yep, Shizune is fine. Okay, that'll be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them are so friendly. So I feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier, especially about Shizune, who I assumed would be your business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Ellipses exclamation mark. Oh, alright, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shisan will get mad. The assignment's also kinda long, so we should start now if we want to finish it before the end of class. Yeah, that too. I'm just gonna say yeah, because, you know. Because what does wahahaha mean? It doesn't. Ellipses. Shizune glances at the 2 of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. Ellipses. After class, we can walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment's actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finish it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite our late start. Shizune and Misha are really capable. They're quite different, though. The class rep is as calm as professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bell rings. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby where I met Muto, down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! Well, no. No, I would never have guessed, Misha. Just... Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stay, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realise that many of them to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice. It feels almost like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to the table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and pokes Shizune. Ellipses. I don't understand signs, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're guys, we should ask if there is something. Right. Right. Stuff, that one. Oh yeah, is there a library in school? Lately I've gone into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There is? Alright, no, that isn't a question mark. There is. It's in the second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune stand back and forth very animatedly. Throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. Ugh. Ellipses. I quickly notice the conversation in silence, not enough to fill a silence. I wanna... No, I'm gonna... Because you ain't get introduced to a new character literally after this. So, until then guys, I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. And hope you're getting into the story a bit more. We introduced ourselves to 2 more characters. It's getting... You know, it picks up the pace. And once I introduce you to the character that I'm going to be going for, I will basically go up. There we are. There we are. And I'll just say that is her route from now on, and they'll be able to focus on her route. But until next time guys, I hope you liked, and leave a like if you did like, and of course subscribe if you haven't so already. I think I may do more than one of these videos. I'm not sure if I may do more than one of these videos a day if I upload them. Like when I upload them, I may upload 2, like one at like 8, one at 9, just because it's gonna be long otherwise. They take hours. But guys, I will see you next time on Katawa Shoujo. Let me save. Oh God, gateway effect. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, cool. Right, see you guys. Bye!